What's up, my gun slap soy tube EDC pocket dump dork brethren here on YouTube? I just wanted to go through a video today really quick, again unscripted, not super scientific, about some of my EDC stuff. So I've always kind of, for years now, been carrying concealed carry weapons, various EDC options. And over the past couple of years, I've had a lot more friends that have been more interested in it, asking me a lot of questions, asking me for my preference, just because they know it's something I do. Especially as the times are changing and stuff's getting wild out there. So I just wanted to go through a quick history of my concealed carry weapons and how I kind of carry them, and things I like about them, concerns, complaints, comments, all that kind of crap. So this isn't my first gun that I would conceal carry every day. That's just a Glock Gen 5, Glock 19. There's nothing to say about this. Everyone knows what this is. We've got an empty magazine, empty chamber, safe gun. Yeah, it's a Glock 19. It's gonna do exactly what a Glock 19 does. I love it. It's super reliable. I've shot it a ton. I think that's the biggest thing that I try to communicate to people when they're talking about this. It's like, yeah, anyone can go buy a gun. Most people, I feel, buy a gun, get one box of 50 rounds of ammo, shoot it, and they're like, well, that was cool. And then put it in their drawer, or their closet, or safe, and it just sits there until the next time they feel like going to shoot 50 bullets or whatever. It's just kind of crazy. So I feel like if you are going to conceal carry every day, it's super important to train, super important to practice dry fire, practice your draw. You're doing something pretty serious. You're carrying a loaded handgun inside your waistband. So I think that's, all those things are important and of note. So I've trained with this one the most, I've shot this one the most, I've had it the longest. I love the Glock 19 Gen 5. Can't really complain. Got a streamline. I think it's very important to have a flashlight on your EDC. It's just another level of safety for you and however you might be using it. You get positive identification, things of that nature. And I feel like a lot of times too, hitting someone in the face with this flashlight is just as much of a deterrent as anything else. It's just, police officers use that as a weapon as well. Putting a super bright flashlight in someone's eyes, it stops them in their tracks, or at least stumbles them a little bit, and might give you an extra second to see what you need to do in that situation. I use these Alien Gear holsters. They're like $50. You can buy them right off the shelf at like most sporting goods stores. I actually really like them a lot. I mean, this rig is one of my most comfortable rigs, and it's the biggest gun that I've concealed carried, but yet it's still super comfortable. Everything's super round, super smooth. I love it. Can't complain. But because, I'm a human, and in the human condition, I wanted to try other things, get more toys. So this is where I went after that. Glock 43X, again, empty magazine well, nothing in the chamber, safe gun. So yeah, I bought this thinking it would be like all the answers to concealed carry. I didn't really have a lot of complaints with the Gen 5 Glock 19, but it's like, oh, it's so small, it's so cute. And I hate it. I hate everything about this. I hate the way it looks, honestly, with this Cerakote. It's super violent, super snappy to shoot. It's probably my least accurate. I personally am least accurate with this weapon of any of my other ones. It's just, even here, I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. I don't have a lot of confidence in myself using it compared to my other weapons, even though I've practiced with it a lot as well. Nowhere near as the Glock, or the G19, but you can see there's some barrel wear on there. At a certain point, I did give this to my girlfriend as her bedside gun. So I put this racking plate on there for her. And then I also put a 14 or 15 pound recoil spring with a stainless steel guide rod. Put that in there. Otherwise it's stock. I ended up building her kind of like a Gucci Glock, because that's kind of her vibe, and replaced this with the gun that I built for. I have videos of me shooting on the channel. And when I did that, she just gave this back. She didn't really want 2 handguns, and I don't even think that I ever took her to shoot this. But I've taken her to shoot other firearms, and then the one she has now we've trained with, and we've done like USPSA style training with it, which she's way into, which is awesome. So yeah, I hate this gun. It's a piece of trash. Don't get it. Sucks. As well as this holster. I got this because it's all over social media and they're super popular, and every influencer, GunTube guy has a video, paid sponsorship from them. And I was like, well, let me try it. It is the worst holster. I would never suggest anyone buying anything from this company ever. It sucks so bad. I hate this as much as I hate the gun that it holds. Everything about it is sharp. Everything about it is like stiff. Like all the hardware falls apart. It sucks, dude. It's just god awful. It feels like wearing a crown of thorns inside of your waistband. Like this 43X with this holster whose name I'm not even gonna say out loud is far more uncomfortable than a Glock 19 in this like generic store-bought holster. Like I would 1000% rather carry this Glock 19 in this setup than this ever. It doesn't ride right no matter how you adjust it. The ride on it is terrible. You know, I mean, technically it functions in that it keeps your trigger safe and it has a belt clip. But everything about it is trash. It's this rig right here is complete trash. No one should buy this. It's terrible. Save your money on that holster and that firearm. So again, though, human condition, need and want for more toys. I ended up going the Glock 48. So I feel like this is the best of both worlds. It does give me that thinness that the 43 has. It's about a third thinner than the Glock 19. Before I go further, empty magazine well, empty chamber. So yeah, it's about, I don't know, about a third thinner than the Glock 19, but same barrel length, same slide length, approximately, maybe even like a little more grip, but about the same grip size, grip frame size as well. I love it. It's great. You know, like I feel like I get way more accuracy. It shoots softer than the 43X. I also did put that same stainless steel guide rod and 14 or 15 pound spring in there. Another Streamlight and the Vortex CCW Defender, which is actually a great piece of glass. Great refresh rate on that dot. I like it. I like it a lot. So I put the Shield Arms metal magazine release in there, and then I used the 15 round Shield Arms magazines. I think they're the Gen 3s because I haven't had any feeding issues with mine whatsoever. I know online the Gen 1s, Gen 2s, people had issues with them. I bought mine from a local range/retail store here before I even really looked at the reviews or anything, and I just went home, swapped it all out, and I've been using them ever since. I actually got those for the 43, and then once I got the 48, I swapped it all over here. But yeah, I've never had any issues with those magazines. They feed great. They hold 15 rounds. I love it. I mean, this is my go-to every day now. Again, I'm doing the Alien Gear holster. Fits this light specifically. Super comfortable. I took off like the little hook. I didn't do the hook on this one, and it's way more comfortable even. But yeah, I would carry this one every day. Sometimes I will still carry, oh jeez, I'm knocking over my lamp, oh my god. Sometimes I still will carry the Glock 19 just because I love this firearm. I carried it for so long, I kind of miss it sometimes, so sometimes I just feel like I'm in the mood to carry a Glock 19 instead of Glock 48, so I'll carry these two. This, I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. I'm not going to sell it, I'm not going to get rid of it, I'll keep it, just it's gonna use it a paperweight or something, I don't know. Flashlights. I used to use just kind of other Streamlight or Surefire, like pen style flashlights over the years. I need to use a flashlight for my job a lot. And then about a year ago, my girlfriend got me this one, Streamlight Wedge, and it's awesome. I mean, it's great. The battery lasts for like a week or two, and I'm using it just about every day. I've opened beers with this even, it looks like. It's a little weird. It's not super ergonomic as far as you have to activate the light here for 300 lumens, and then you have to push it and hold it. It won't stay locked forward for the 1,000 lumens. But yeah, the battery life on it is awesome. It's not too big. I mean, it's pretty big, but I've carried it every day since I got it until I got this guy. So I got this guy kind of for obvious reasons. But upon getting it, this thing sucks. I mean, it's nice that you can activate the light in a more normal way, and then you can press it twice quick to get half power. So I think it's 500, then 300 lumens, and then you can reprogram it to switch if it starts low, and then you have to set it to high, whatever. But the battery life on it is trash. Oh my God. Like, I feel like I'm charging this thing, like if I charge this one like twice a month, I'm charging this one like twice a week. The other crappy thing about it is you will ND it. So when this is in your pocket, I would ND this all the time, and then I would just feel this burning sensation in my pocket, and I realized that my flashlight is on. It does have a safety function though. You have to hit the button 5 times, and it does that, and now it's in safety. Won't turn on until you do that again. But I never get it the first time, so I hate that. If I need to pull my flashlight out, I want to be able to turn it on immediately, turn it off immediately, put it back in my pocket. So realistically, I carry this big bad boy OG one way more, just because I can turn it on, leave it on. I mean, the turbo mode to 1,000 lumens, having to hold that down sucks, but it's so bright. Even at the 500 lumens, I don't really need it. So this one I pretty much just keep in my car now. If I need a flashlight there, I don't keep it in my pocket. It was nice to have the smaller form factor, but just you know, like, I do like that the button's there, but I would ND it in my pocket, and then if you turn on the safety, then you're dealing with having to hit it 5 times, and if you don't hit it just right, it's not going to turn on, and then you're sitting there fumbling around with your flashlight like, oh, hold on, wait, hold on, one more try, hold on. Finally, knives. I normally am a folder guy. I don't spend a lot on knives because I lose them or break them. This is a Cricut. It's like $60 or something like that, but it's about the size of a Sharpie, and that's why I like it. So I'll have these in my pocket just next to each other, super chill. I do like to have the clutter out of my pockets. So I got one of these. This is also a Cricut. I think this one was like 40 bucks. Fixed blade. It's got a nice grip, and realistically, that's about all the knife that I need. I don't need 4 inches of blade most of the time. I mean, to be honest, most of us are opening Amazon packages or whatever the crap with our EDC knives, or opening something when your girlfriend or wife's like, hey, I need this open. You can be like, I gotcha. If I needed to use these in a situation, I could. This one has a very aggressive look to it that I kind of don't like carrying, because it feels more like people are thinking you're carrying a weapon opposed to a tool. But I keep it on my belt, keeps it out of my pocket, super small. You know, I'll keep it pretty much like close to my EDC on my belt rig, so I can just pull it out, use it, put it right back in. Has a really positive affirmation of click. Like, it's never really fallen out. I've bumped it out a couple times, but kind of weird situations when I did that. But I still pretty much carry this every day, but I kind of bounce between these two currently. And then that's it. I mean, I keep 32 tourniquets and RPG in my backpack. And then, you know, my shoes shoot saw blades out of the side when I click my heels. And then Mike Glover is also in my back seat all the time. So that's typically like my go-to thing. If you can't pull that off, then you're just not training enough. But, you know, it is what it is. So hopefully that helps any of you guys out there that are wanting to think about EDC and are a real man and don't want to get a SIG.